Hi, my beautiful friend. My name is Aditi, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to talk about who is an empowered sensitive. I feel like I am an empowered sensitive now, and it has been a journey. When you think of a highly sensitive person, I've seen there is a perception in people that they think that a highly sensitive person is a person who gets hurt easily, cries easily. Um, you can't say anything to them, like very fragile kind of person. But is that is very far from the truth because sensitivity is not about being a crybaby or something. Actually, sensitive people are very courageous because they care a lot about life in general and they're very conscious of it. They can be both introverted or extroverted. And sensitivity is actually your sensory processing sensitivity, which means that you perceive more. You don't take anything at face value. You read between the lines. You are more aware of yourself and others. You are more heart-centered human being. You follow your intuition instead of just going by the rules of the society. Most highly sensitive people ask themselves these questions really early in life, like who am I? What is my purpose in life? What do I want to do in this lifetime? How can I help others? They can be activists, consciously helping people, environmentalists, or they can be artists creating music. But you don't have to be an artist. It's just their way of living is very different from most of the people. And some people already figure it out early, but some of us had to learn it the hard way because I actually grew up in a very patriarchal culture which was very masculine and everything has to be like perfect. You have to see everything as being productive or not. Money, like measuring everything in terms of money and productivity, which is very opposite of a sensitive way of being. And it's actually harmful for all human beings in general, not just highly sensitive people. Because our society is very insensitive, we are disconnected from nature, we are more mind like we use our mind more than our heart or feeling body. We are very disconnected from our true selves. We are just following a script that was given to us by the society, and we have forgotten that it was just made up by humans. Like you can do anything you want to in this life. You don't have to follow the script that your parents did, their parents did, and so on. Like you can change the script, right? So sensitive people, like you can identify them. They would live more heart-based life. They would leave the jobs that are not fulfilling their heart, even if it is paying well. They will listen to their body, their heart. They would prefer a slow life instead of being productive all the time. That doesn't mean sensitive people could not be leaders or achieve more in life. Actually, a lot of them are leaders, entrepreneurs, because they care deeply about the society. So they pursue those paths to help more people to get start a movement. So they can do anything they want to. And sensitivities, their sensitivity helps them. Like sensitivity is a gift that you were born with. Like you are more aware, you perceive more than others. So it's a gift. It's not that you are better or worse than anyone. It's just a gift that you were given. So unless you start recognizing it and use your strength, which is sensitivity, you'll not be able to live to your fullest potential, right? So, an empowered sensitive is someone who understands, who knows their strength, who works with their sensitivity, who is not afraid to ask what they need. They are not afraid of saying no to people, to work, to even going to places where they don't feel that their sensitivity is respected. And many sensitive people are also creating these spaces because it's not there in our society. So they are creating these kind of workplaces where sensitivity is celebrated because our culture is very masculine and it's all about just using humans. But humans are not machines, they are not here to be used. Like we are here to live life and feel deeply and enjoy life. So empowered sensitive realizes this and they are creating their life consciously. They are not reacting to their life. They have worked on themselves. They have done the inner work. Like it's very beneficial for, especially for highly sensitive people, to do the inner work, and it's good to like work with a therapist or a counselor or a coach and work if they have any childhood trauma or past hurts, or even do some work to understand their strengths and weaknesses and connect with themselves more. It's especially good for us because we are naturally good at self reflection, naturally are very self aware. So it's just becomes a natural part of ourselves, like it becomes a part of our lives. Like when we learn it, we actually start embodying that way of life where you check in with yourself, you self reflect, you start writing more, you spend more time with yourself, and you get to know so many things about yourself. And it's also important to have a spiritual practice. It's very important as a highly sensitive person, especially because we especially have a rich inner world imagination and always finding meaning of this or making meaning of this life. So it's natural for us to be more spiritual because we understand we are not just humans, we have a spirit, we have a soul. and we're all connected. Like all human beings are connected, and Earth is connected to us. Like we know the interconnectedness of the whole world, of the universe and galaxies, right? So it's only natural that we are more spiritual. So it's very beneficial when you have a spiritual practice, and it doesn't have to be religious. You can follow any system you are drawn to, or even just start meditating and have a spiritual practice designed by yourself that you do every day so that you get connected to your divinity within, and you start using your strengths in your professional life. Big part of being an empowered sensitive is you start embracing your strengths, embracing your sensitivity in the workplace, in the relationships, and with yourself. You stop creating that sad story like which people have made about sensitivity, like sensitivity is a curse, you are too sensitive, or you are not resilient, or whatever. Because there is a story in our society, like perception about sensitivity, but it's nothing like that. Sensitive people are incredibly resilient, courageous, even wild, adventurous. They go after their dreams and they don't stop unless they create a life they love, because they can't. Like their sensitivity doesn't allow them to live a life that they don't love. Like they feel that sting even more deeply than others. So, which makes them do the inner work and find that inner peace and learn how to respond to life instead of reacting and do all that spiritual work, right? And when you constantly follow your heart, you eventually get to a point where you know, like you're so connected with yourself that you just know who you are, and nobody can take away your peace. You have firm boundaries, because many sensitive people, like even I in the past, had zero boundaries and learned it the hard way that it doesn't work like that. You have to have boundaries. Only then people will respect you. You have to say no to people actually. A lot of people, because a lot of people are very insensitive sometimes, and you don't have to speak your boundaries. It's just your way of being, and people respond to it accordingly because they know if they didn't respond it like that, you will just not stop talking to them, or you will maintain your distance from them. So being sensitive doesn't mean you are a pushover. It doesn't. Empowered sensitive is a person who says no without guilt, who has firm boundaries, who is not afraid to cut off people if they cross your boundaries. And you do it very lovingly. You don't hold any resentment or any ill feelings. You're even praying for that person that, like, let them heal. and they can come back in your life if they take accountability of their actions, and like it's good between you, but you're not trying to keep people in your life at the stake of your well-being. Self-respect is the first priority. So yes, this is who a empowered sensitive person is, and I am now an empowered sensitive. There was a time I didn't even know I had that power within me to say no, but I always had it. It's just that I was not exercising it. But when you learn to be alone, not lonely, alone, enjoying your own company, then it's okay for people to leave if they wish to, because you know how good you make people feel when they are in your company, how fun you are actually. So, an empowered, sensitive person knows who they are, is emotionally intelligent, they know how to respond instead of reacting, and they are they work with their strengths. They take accountability of their weaknesses, and they know their strengths and work with those strengths, use those strengths professionally and even spiritually and emotionally. So they have made that connection with themselves again, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful on this, like, coming home to yourself, feeling good about yourself again. This is what I wanted to share today. I hope you liked interacting with me today and enjoyed this time with me, my friend. I didn't take even one sip of my tea. I'm just hanging out with you now. I said all I wanted to. The biggest, yeah, I've shared all the things I needed to, I believe. Thank you for hanging out with me, and see you the next time. Do share your thoughts in the comments below and let me know how or what you believe is an empowered, sensitive, and share your journey in the comments below, and also share a heart with me if you stayed till the end. My friend, thank you for watching. Bye.